Hello, hello. Good evening to all. Thank you so much for coming in. I'm Angie, and this is Learn Love Tarot. Thank you for coming in to hear messages for our best and highest good. And that is going to be using the energies of the daily moon cycle and also the planetary aspects surrounding us. I thought I would pop on before the moon left Cancer because y'all know my little spidey senses get extra spidey on water moon days. So let's see where we're going here. I want to intentionally be asking what changes are we accepting that are coming? So pre-shuffle energy here, just surface energy. What changes are we accepting that are coming? Good morning to you. Thanks for coming in. So we're asking tonight, what changes are we accepting? We've got the World card right here on the bottom, something that we've been going back and forth between. Changes we're accepting about walking away. Eight of Cups from some kind of sleeping giant here. This could be by the next full moon, which would be at the beginning of October. Yeah, 10 of Cups again. We saw that last night in the action of Mars energy cutting and severing ties with someone that we care about or that cares about us for a brand new start. Wow. And this is because the lesson has been learned. Wow. About reciprocity, about equality, about equal give and take. 66 energy here with the Six of Cups. Someone from the past coming back into our future, or excuse me, into our present to affect, let me spit it out there, our future. So, wow. Okay. And there's that full moon again. So, moon and earth energy, 10 of Pentacles, where the sun and Mercury currently are in the last decan of Virgo. Speaking of Virgo, lesson learned here, tempering the energy. Turning that, let's see, that pain into wisdom. It would be in the past here. Heart of the surface energy, all four aces of potential on this new start. The sixth position last night, same with Venus, again, High Priestess, another full moon. The block has been Page of Pentacles, that the information or offer isn't here yet about this new partnership, Three of Pentacles, or some kind of collaboration. Hey guys. And let's see here, the outcome energy, Page of Swords, you're going to be finding out what was buried underneath the surface here. So, okay, that's just on the surface. That's pretty big surface energy. For a swords there, that's where Mars is currently in the last decan of Libra. So in this deck, this character has chosen to put herself there. So it looks like she's kind of taking a little nappy do. And I had a song of the day today for the first time, Mr. Toby Keith. So I ain't as good as I once was, but I'm as good once as I ever was. My notes about that are in the write-up. They are a little cheeky today, so if you need earmuffs for your tender ears, or you might be shocked by what comes out of my mouth, I don't know why that would be, but yeah, just a little forewarning there for you. Okay, judgment call is what's out of the deck here. So whoever this reading is for, this is that past energy. This is inevitable. Okay. We saw last night where Venus already knew a truth and is going to be following intuition. That would be Venus and Leo. And here's that judgment energy again, which we saw in the situation for the Mars and Libra. So taking action, this is where the souls or lessons are being resurrected from past lifetimes. Okay, being crossed by the Five of Wands. Now, that's Leo energy again, but in this deck, instead of trying to be the ball hogger and someone that doesn't understand there's no I in team, we are healing that here in the situation. So let's keep going here on the top. Eight of Pentacles as the situation, and there's that elk energy there coming through. And this is everybody do their share. Clean up, clean up. Is that Barney? Oh, God. Let me know if you know that. An annoying purple little creature here. And the opportunity is the truth of this judgment call being revealed, something that's been long buried. You've been hanging on to this a long time. And with Eight of Pentacles, that is working very hard at something. And this can even be the energy of learning the lessons. In this deck, it's all about someone taking the lead and creating some kind of an assembly line. So maybe with like baking, or maybe you're part of some kind of volunteer work where everybody does their share or does their part. Okay. Maybe it's some kind of a cleanup effort. Oh my gosh. So the death card in this mermaid tarot deck is about the carelessness of humans. And this is something that we were destined to learn here because it was part of our soul blueprint. And here, this is an oil spill, so cleanup. I get songs for the reason that I get them. So maybe you're part of some kind of cleanup. Okay, this is something that cannot be helped because it's already been done. You're taking what is left living here, and then there are mermaids that are helping these other animals rest in peace. Again, because of the carelessness of some kind of human, you're making a judgment call here regarding more Leo energy. Taken action, cutting and severing here. Sun energy, I see it, I want it, it's mine. And it feels like you are the one in this leadership role, and you're the one in the position of making the judgment call. And you could be doling out the truth to several different people here, or this is some kind of announcement perhaps that is going out to multiple people. And near future energy, Queen of Swords, Libra, Mars in Libra, standing firm in your truth about this carelessness, okay, cutting and severing again. And here she looks a little emotionless about it, I think, because this is something that has been long buried. And the Queen of Swords will listen, very witty. Okay. And she will give chance. She wants to hear all the information first, but she's still going to make her judgment call unemotionally. That came up in the panacea. The panacea is in Virgo, also adaptation. This is about unemotional acceptance of what cannot be changed. Okay, it is what it is. These poor creatures here, there's definitely been people or things that have happened in the crossfire, even if it was unintentional or an accident. More have suffered because of whatever this, ooh, I'm getting a beep, because of whatever this truth is. And the Seven of Pentacles as the block, taking a smoke break. It can be taking a break to look what you've planted here. And this is truth getting ready to pop. But in the blocked position, this is kind of wanting to dig up the seeds before they've come to fruition, or you're just chucking the whole batch of whatever was planted because there's less that are coming up right and they're injured, or whatever produce is being, metaphorical, whatever was produced and trying to take farm to table, it was no good here, whatever was planted here. And that's why this judgment call is being made. But with this Virgo energy, the Panacea asteroid is all about the salve. Okay, the salve, but it presents, the cure presents a moral or ethical dilemma. So you got to do what you got to do here. Let's see what Spirit wants you to know. in the future, you're really looking at Three of Wands, how you're manifesting, what seeds have been planted, as far as did I have the right environment? Did I have the right soil to plant this dream in? Did I fertilize it? Did I give it enough action and enough intention for it to come out the way that I want? Outcome energy, King of Pentacles, Venus. So Taurus energy here. Could be an outcome of monetary value. We've got, again, 1 Queen and 2 Kings here. So, guys, last night in the Venus reading, it was King of Wands and King of Pentacles. Okay, so, wow. All right. 5 of Pentacles here. Yeah. And then Queen of Cups. There's our second queen. So, on the outcome energy, this is something somebody does not want to face the truth about. And I feel like you're the one delivering that truth. You are delivering it with love, but again, directed at a King of Pentacles. That could be even a father figure. Really, it's a stable relationship. It's kind of the steady Eddie person. And if you've been trying to, the situation here is you've been trying to have teamwork, you've been giving good direction. I don't know if they don't want to see it. They don't want to follow your direction here for whatever reason. So you got to do what you got to do. You got to make this cut. Okay. Are you cutting out a King of Pentacles type? Again, that's like a steady Eddie or a steady Edith kind of vibration, someone that's really reliable. Okay, that's who the truth is buried about, guys. There's a truth underneath the surface here, bookending this Page of Swords. Okay, this is the action. So we've got Venus in Leo, and we've got Venus outcome here with King of Pentacles. So you're changing up something here. Yeah. What does somebody not want to look at? How you've tried to take the lead before, how you've tried to organize. And this is a lack mindset. All they can think about is what they're losing. So even though you're trying to release this with love, it's an 11-11 here, more full moon energy. So perhaps by the next full moon, the beginning of October here, this is when you're breaking the news. Yeah. And yes, you're giving it with love, but you know it's the right thing, Queen of Swords, and you are doing your damnedest to be kind about it. And you've definitely been wrapped up in your head about it. Page of Swords, 8 of Swords, you've been trying to figure out. Page of Swords is all about the researcher. Okay, they're very observant. She doesn't even know what this sword is here. She doesn't even know what she's looking at. So maybe you're like, why am I so confused about this? It feels like a mental prison, and tell me that doesn't look like this big piece of selenite that she's tied to, right? She's not actually, her hands aren't actually even part of the rope. And she has like a chopstick in her mouth, but she could just spit that out. Oh, wow. How long have I been using this deck, guys? And making sure my mic is on right this time. There is a little creature around her neck. It looks like one of those little animals. They use litter boxes and they're like long. They kind of look like a slinky. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? Hey, Peg, while you're trying to tell me what the heck this animal is, you know what I'm talking about? I know what they are, but it's not like a mongoose. Hey, Miss Crystal said hello. Judy Jude. Hey, Miss Peg. Thank you guys for being here. A ferret. Yes. If someone wants to check out the spiritual meaning of a ferret, ferreting out information beneath the surface. There we go. I knew it was for something. you've held back on making this cut out of love. I mean, let's see what's up here with this Five of Wands coming into alignment, more Leo energy here. This judgment call about maybe because the Five of Wands traditionally is someone always wanting to be the ball hogger here. And now they're finally coming into alignment or trying to get their act together. I don't know. Let's see. We are healing this Eight of Pentacles, perhaps always being the boss or always having to be the one to say or make the judgment calls. Isn't that the worst? I think that's the worst. Yeah, putting down the burden of trying to keep this team together. Okay. And I'm noticing here that's a white ferret, and all these animals around her are white in the environmental energy. Again, Four of Swords is literally where Libra is right now in Mars, the planet of war. So even though there's some ice on the war portion of it, it feels like here damage has already been done to this one-on-one relationship, and we've just been avoiding having to break the news because it breaks your heart too. You don't want to say it. You don't want to share what's been ferreted out. Maybe you're not sharing all the details because you feel like, you know, I just gotta bite the bullet. Let's see. An airplane hovering overhead is the symbol for today for Mars and Libra, rising above daily concerns to grasp spiritual ideas. We saw that raising consciousness come out, the special card last night. We saw High Priestess, the Hierophant, and then here's our High Priestess energy again. Yeah, intuitively, this is already something that we saw coming here with the carelessness of a human. Maybe you're trying to not be careless or nonchalant about it, but here's Gemini and Virgo energy here at the heart of the environmental energy around us, right when Venus is in Leo. And we are never endingly being renewed moment by moment is the message of that 27th Leo symbol of daybreak. Temperance energy here. Sagittarius. A lot of Sagittarius connections as I was going back over the reading and jotting down cards. Look at all this major arcana, guys. So major here. The block in the environmental energy is self-reflection on someone else's part about how these seeds were planted, because remember, this is environmental energy. So if this is a person around you, this is really about reconnecting back to how can I plant these better next time? How can I ensure the environmental energy is right and is the proper soil to make this grow in a better way? Five of Cups. Yeah, it's sad, guys. It's not easy. You're really taking a look at, it's not ever fun to be the bearer of bad news here. I don't know if you have to fire somebody, whether that's in love or in a job of some sort, but this is 86ing here. This is clearing the energy. So my favorite Five of Cups card is because this girl and this seal have been best friends their whole entire life. And even though it's sad, they know that she's never going to live in the water. He's never going to walk around and live on land and come have tea with her. So this is their goodbye. That Jeff Buckley song again is coming in. This is our last goodbye. I hate to see things between us die. It's been on ice for a while here. You definitely have tried your best. For whoever this reading is for, I need you to hear that here. You have tried your damnedest. Okay. And this King of Pentacles, what I say, don't want to hear it. La la la. I don't know. What are you talking about? I've only been trying to help you and show you how to plant properly for how long. And at what point do I continue to let this be incorrect? Okay. And at what point do I have to cut and sever that tie? So, yeah, for our own personal wish fulfillment here, even though this is going to be something somebody else does not want to hear. There's our Virgo Knight of Pentacles, the avid learner. She's definitely taking charge and evaluating her surroundings. What is she evaluating? Her Queen of Cups, her depth, her emotions, her own moon energy, her own spirituality. What makes me happy? Yeah. Justice, this wave is getting ready to come in and knock whoever's refused to pay attention or just hasn't gotten with the program. That wave is going to come here and knock over this sword to balance out history. This is something, there's a long history of this, okay? And that has weighed heavier up until now. Here's the healing energy paired with the Nine of Cups that is fueling this Four of Wands, the 1111 energy. And what this Knight of Pentacles is examining is, what were my fears? Why did I reach for that very last thing? Or why did I give this one last chance? And that's how it's got me caught up, because I kept giving chance after chance. I kept letting history weigh heavier than my own truth, no matter how deeply it was buried. So the opportunity here is to reach this deep buried truth about your heart, right? Venus, King of Pentacles, book ending Queen of Cups. Oh man, you've definitely tried. You've waited as long as you can. Okay, I love that too, Crystal. Let them. It's 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 inevitable here. Boy, Two of Swords. Yeah, it's crossroads time, guys. So let me go ahead and get Virgo through Leo. I want to ask here, I ain't as good as I once was, but I'm as good once as I ever was. What are we accepting? This is what we're accepting the change about. So you've done your best is the biggest message here that I need for you to hear. You've turned over every stone. There's nothing more to be done here. This damage that has already been done in the past, but it's just now time to make the judgment call. It was not properly seated, and it's not like you're just walking away going, I didn't have anything to do with it. You definitely are. It's just that you're now being honest with your heart, and now you have to be honest to this person in order to heal this one-to-one relationship, whatever that is, because if you can stay friends, if there can be no hard feelings, that's always nice. Maybe we can see, is this person going to have any hard feelings against? No, they'll come back around eventually. Three of Cups. There'll be a reunion, and Six of Pentacles. There'll be more reciprocity in whatever this grows into next. Crossed by the Sun. Yeah, they're going to be okay. They're going to be all right. All right. I'm sorry. I know this is our last goodbye. And he says, kiss me with desire, not out of consolation. Okay. Wow. Man, I feel the emotions on this. I mean, It's time to set it down. You've learned from it. This was not for naught. This was not a decision easily come by, but they're going to be okay. This person's going to be okay. If this reading is for you, if that's what's been holding you back, yeah, they're going to be sad here. But they're also going to understand that they love you enough or respect you enough that they would never stand in the way of your own truth and your own wish fulfillment. Okay. Okay. So as I'm pulling for Virgo through Leo, go ahead and type into the chat box there if you'd like me to pull a yes or no or a how and when. Pick them up sticks for you. Yeah, thank them. Thank you, teacher. I love and appreciate you. And then let them go. You got it. Absolutely. You ferreted out the truth here. You ferreted out why you were so afraid to leave this, but you did everything you could. Okay. I hope you understand that. All right, for whoever this reading is for. All right, Virgo through Leo, let's go ahead and get some advice for you here. I'm going to have to use maybe not. See if I use my lap to shuffle. And then again, go ahead if you'd like a yes or no or a how or when question answered, go ahead and put a heart into the chat box with how or when or yes or no. All right, advice for Virgo here. This is going to be for everyone since we have the sun and moon and, the sun and Mercury in Virgo. Man, that gave me a lump in my throat. I'm offering you a big hug out there, guys. It's definitely an emotional decision, whatever this is. Okay. It just never got birthed all the way. Okay. Even if this person was old enough to know better, again, they're tied here with this page energy like we saw last night. It's not like they didn't try. It's just kind of not on your energetic level, if that makes sense to you. Advice for Virgos in this reading about this deeply buried truth. What changes are we okay with, or how can we be okay with them if you're not yet? And this message is for you. All right, 3. No, it's that one here. Wow. What did I say over here? They're going to understand that they're certainly not going to stand in the way of your happiness. So when someone cares and respects you that much, it's not anything that they could say. This person, like I said, respects you enough to allow you to be happy. And if that means they're not part of whatever this was, then they get that. Yeah. Nurture yourself first. Okay. What about for, let's see, Virgo, Libra? What about for Libra, especially rising above daily concerns to grasp spiritual ideas? That's what we're doing here. Taking that action right at the heart of the reading. Libra, advice for Libra about this change that they are accepting, or advice of how to accept this change. Oh, yes, it so is. Man, gosh, this feels whew. Lots of major arcana and the environmental energy, guys. It's just what's happening. And then definitely more process cards on this side of the reading. With your energy coming in as major arcana, this is inevitable. Okay. And it was inevitable because what's done and is done here. Even if they didn't mean to do it, it could have still been careless, whether they realized it was careless or not. Okay. I'll get you guys this question, Libra. Come on. An airplane hovering overhead. What is this change Libra is accepting? Rising above daily concerns about. Be of service. Okay, to grasp spiritual ideas. It felt like there was more than there. Trust in the divine plan. High Priestess, what we saw come out here in the environmental energy of what is being released to let go of. Okay, trust that, please. Whatever action you need to take here, that was inevitable. It's part of the divine plan, like I said here with the first card out. This is it's past life energy. So it's either regarding a soulmate that was meant to experience this lesson with you, or a situation. Cross by, refine your attention. Okay, what about for Scorpio? Advice for Scorpio about these changes that you're accepting. Focus on success. Okay. Don't focus on the sadness here of that death energy. That's your power card there, Scorpio. I won't take these since they didn't flip. Focus on success. Oh, admit your vulnerabilities. Yeah, this is a wake up call. Okay. And we do have Scorpio in the passion theme of Juno relationship dynamics. Even on an emotional level, we can build safe space through projection of personal atmosphere. Admit your vulnerabilities, focus on success. Okay, a military band on the march would be the Sabian symbol for that. All right, how about for Saggies? How about advice for Sagittarius about these changes that you've accepted, or advice about how to accept them if you're not quite there yet? But again, this reading is for someone that knows this has been inevitable. Oh, I get a flipper there. All right. Correct your mistakes here. This person could be a Sagittarius, and you've tried to get them to correct their mistakes and reevaluate your priorities. That's exactly what Seven of Pentacles and the reverse position of the block and Three of Wands. Look at that looking glass there. Paying very, very careful attention. Spirit is saying, be very careful how you plant in the future, because this was a major lesson. Okay. Reevaluate your priorities and do what you love here on the bottom of the deck. All right. What about for Capricorns with this change that is being accepted? And like I said, Saggy energy here for that correct your mistakes. I said in the reading, it's not like you're sitting there going, oh, I didn't have anything to do with this, right? Hi, Phil. Thanks for coming in. All right. What about for Capricorn? Changes that you are already accepting that has been inevitable, something that has already been over, but it's not quite, the finale isn't quite there yet. This other person is still yet to receive the news here from you. Capricorn, this one. Become a clear channel. So again, with what you're manifesting, be very clear with what it is that you want the next time around. Okay, that way we don't get this lesson over again with somebody just in a different meat suit, and reassess. I just literally said that. All right. On the bottom of the deck, be open to love. All right, let's look for Aquarius. Aquarius, about these changes that you've accepted. I don't know if you saw my joke in my write-up about why cowgirls. I can't even say it without laughing. I'll let you go there and look. Okay, how about that? Aquarius, what's the advice here about the changes you've already accepted, or that you're coming to acceptance about? You just haven't delivered the news yet, Aquarius. That's where Pluto is sending, still at the symbol of an unexpected thunderstorm. I know you might not want to rock the boat here. It's taken quite a lot of time here. Do something different. I know you don't want to rock the boat, but you gotta. Okay. And maybe the new boat will be more like Aaliyah's rock the boat, change positions. You never know. Express your joy. You gotta rock the boat sometimes, guys. It's just a fact of life, right? This was a lesson you signed up for with whoever this is for you. So you both could evolve. All right, Pisces. Pisces, patience, grasshopper, and reach for the stars. So we do have the star card here coming out, coordinating with the Nine of Cups and the environmental energy. And we do have North Node and Pisces. Okay, that will be opposing the eclipse energy on Sunday. Do what you love here again, always following that heart of the Queen of Cups energy. All right, Aries, what changes are you accepting, Aries? Well, okay. Engage higher reason, High Priestess energy again. Could be the King of Wands there as well, with that fire energy of the reasoning here mixing with the Queen of Swords. You see it, you want it, it's yours. Well, you got to do something to get there. There's some kind, you've got to claim your art and embrace your power. There's a reason I was talking about that King of Wands energy. He has no problem embracing his power. And on the bottom of the deck, this is the advice for the environment: and make necessary sacrifices. If they did not do that before, then past behavior always predicts future behavior. Okay, Taurus, that King of Pentacles coming out for Venus energy an awful lot with the King of Wands. Taurus, what changes are you accepting or are getting advice about when you tell this person? Yeah, choose your friends wisely here. This could have been a lesson about friendship for you. So this doesn't have to be a love partner. It could just be someone that you love. Okay, choose friends wisely here. And on the bottom of the deck, reflect on your truth, which is our opportunity. Ace of Swords, near future, Queen of Swords, standing in that truth. Okay, it is what it is, Taurus. I've never known a Taurus to not just bull right through and just say it like it is. So maybe you're trying to save their feelings here, but for Taurus in particular, it feels like they knew better. I don't know why that is, but that's what it is. All right, Gemini. Gemini, advice for what changes you're accepting. Maybe your friends are trying to get you to do stuff, Taurus, like in the Toby Keith song. Isn't that in the video where his friends get him into a bar fight and he's way past the point of fighting? All right, Gemini, what changes here are you accepting? Advice about this change that you're accepting and possibly have not, ear-ringing. Definitely have not told the other person yet, then, Gemini. Thanks, guys, for putting your where and when or your yes or no requests in the chat. All right, Gemini, express Mercury much. Express your joy. That is your guiding planet. Okay, and raise your vibration. Whatever this was pulling your energy down, and you were not able to use that quality of communication that you're so known for. That's not like Gemini, but this person was really stifling your energy and slowing your roll. Okay. What about for Cancer here? Changes for Cancer that they're accepting. And Gemini, it feels like you shouldn't be sorry about, like, if it makes you happy, it can't be that bad, right? And then this other person, yes, they're going to be sad, but you tried and you tried, remember? All right, Cancer, face your adversities here about this change and tune out distractions. Yeah, good luck if you have ADHD. I call them Angie Zoomies. So if you got the Zoomies after a certain time, once the meds wear off, then that's when you clean house, right? Cancer. All right, let's look lastly but not least, Leo, about facing these changes or advice about changes that you've accepted and have not yet told them about. Cancer, it feels like you're scared, you're real nervous to say what this truth is here. And maybe this has been a pattern there with face your adversities, like not wanting to be the deliverer of this bad news, even once you have ferreted out the truth. Leo and Venus, address your addictions here. And that can be even just attachment, right? And laugh at your demons. Wow. Okay, I see it. I want it. It's mine. Let me get another one for Leo energy because that Venus is going to affect us all. We're never endingly being renewed moment by moment. Go with the flow. Okay. So fire is the not the opposite of water as far as signs are concerned, but fire and water make steam. So maybe slow your roll on these attachments, and instead of this is about looking at your own fears here, especially to do with love. What have you been addicted to regarding love in the past? What are your patterns? And then laugh at those shadows, laugh at those demons, and just be like, you know what? Ish happens. Okay. What did I just say? Oh my gosh, did you see that? Wow. Man. Hi, Zara. You thought of me? He said, who is this crazy lady? I put the crazy in there. You said, I was like, who is this lady? How'd you find me, girl? All right. I am pulling pick 'em up sticks. So I'm going to go through and look for my hearts here. If you would like a how or when question answered, or a yes or no, let me know. And the first heart I'm seeing here is Miss Crystal's purple heart. Okay. I feel like I want to take them out today. I've never done that before, but for some reason I do. Okay. I do what I'm told here and looking for a yes or no or a how and when. I believe, Crystal, you said how and when. Okay. When and how. All right. Here, Crystal. Over here on it's to your right. How and when. I don't know why that matters, but it's to your right. Look to your right. Okay. In 3 to 4 months, the gates of success will open as if by the wave of a magic wand. Well, we talked about all the wands last night. However, this causes an unpredictable development in circumstances. Yeah, it's they ain't ready for the news perhaps. Fortunately, you succeed in the end thanks to your enviable ability to cope with such difficult situations. Okay? So it feels like that painful peacemaking. Thank you, teacher. The gates open up because you've done that work of forgiveness here as if by magic. It's like you don't even have to do anything because you did that forgiveness work. Okay, that definitely changes our frequency. Yep. I hope that helps you there, Miss Crystal. Miss Judy Jude, hi again, and Peg and Judy. Again, I'm looking for the hearts in the comment section. Phil, I don't know what four eyes means other than me having my glasses on tonight. You're so welcome. Anybody else? So if they're how or when, I thought I saw pegs. Yes. How and when. Okay, over the left. That's Beyonce. To the left, everything you own in a box to the left. Okay. When and how stunning victory and enchanted joy will not keep you waiting long. Only 1 month to 3 months. New perspectives enter your life as a result of your most sophisticated mindset, impeccable intuition, and healing optimism. Definitely sounds like you. Let each one walk with big boots and speak loudly. Big boots were made for walking. To the left, to the left. What you kicking to the curb there? Good luck with that, because it's like a wild, stunning victory. We saw that Six of Wands coming out last night too, as well, bookending the sun. So 1 to 3 months could be by October full moon there, and then let's see, November, by the latest December. So I know September through December, huge energetically. It feels like a big old shift there is happening. Oh, okay. That is okay, Miss Judy. Judy, I can see your hearts. Would you like a how or when, or a yes or a no? Straight down the middle for you. Straight down the middle. What does that mean? So if it's a yes or no, then bright rays of hope break through at the most unexpected moment. You reach decisively, you react decisively, Ace of Swords and Queen of Swords, with a sensation of self-righteousness and dignity. Only through this can you ever feel free and equal. This is universal. Straight down the middle. Straight down the middle. 50-50, clean cut, something, if as long as there's a win-win. If this is a how or when, the time of tedious waiting is running out. The time for more opportunities to realize your full potential is coming. Your incredible ability to expand your mind within the next 8 to 9 months with the depth of your generosity can help you easily catch luck by the tail. Now that you have it, don't let it go. Catch tiger by his tail. What's that old and never let him go? Do you guys know what I'm talking about? Catch a tiger by his tail. That's all I can get. Is somebody's name Tony? Catch a tiger. Are you nailing a tiger? Well, not, you know what I mean. Nabbing a tiger. Oh, right here. So I'm going to go back here for the yes and no's for Crystal, since hers was first, since I gave you both sides. The lotus of happiness is about to bloom. Yes. And bring you wonderful events filled with positive emotions. There's potential for the unexpected but timely support you require. This is the perfect time for you to start new and exciting undertakings. I like that. All right. Peg, no, the clockwork of the huge hulking machine of change will chug faster and faster, accelerating everything around you. Many new people come into your life, bringing unusual but bright opportunities. And I said to the left, to the left. So that was a no there, right? You will not notice how the changes smoothly, I got my Farsi Oasis on. You will not notice how the changes smoothly alter your attitude and perception of the situation. Okay, so these bright opportunities, you're just not even, all of a sudden you're just going to wake up and one day and be like, okay, I see that from a whole different perspective. but it's going to happen over time because it's going to go, it'll be like so innate, or so like what you thought was going to be a problem when you say to the left of this is not going to be as bad as you think, and it's going to do you more good than you think. Okay, because this machine of change is going whether we want to go or not, right? Remember that judgment call is inevitable here. I hope Tiger is your spirit. Stop it. Oh wow. Okay. That is so funny, Judy. You're so welcome, Miss Crystal. I hope that worked for you. I know, Judy, 8 to 9 months does feel like a long time, but remember, this is the time of tedious waiting is running out. So this could be something, it doesn't necessarily mean for 8 to 9 more months. Whatever was tedious could have started 8 months ago, so that could mean a month, right? So you have to think what has been so freaking tedious, and when was this time for you that started? Okay, so it doesn't have to, remember, time is a human construct, guys. It depends what timeline you're on. So if this is something that's been going on for you that it just felt like, oh my God, I'm trudging through mud, but it's been 6 months, 3 months, really, it's through the end of the year, and September through December is decidedly different in the astrology. So we shall see, guys. All right, guys. Well, if nobody else has any, hey, Miss Jana, if you'd like a yes or no, how and when, we got a few more minutes here. I'm happy to answer that for you. Let me get something else for you here, Judy. Woman in total control of herself deck. What's been left behind? Keeper of silence. What have you not been? That's not like you to not say what you've been thinking here. Oh my gosh, what you just said. I knew there was a reason. I'll take a picture of this and send it to you, Judy. Just send me an email to remind me, because you're not going to believe what the hell it says. Failures muse. Okay, this is important here. And in the bottom of the deck, story keeper. I didn't even need to shuffle that one. There's something here where you might have felt silenced, and that's what needs to be healed here. And this is very whimsical with her walking with her wolves here. It depends on which wolf you feed. Are we going to feed the fear wolf, or are we going to feed the loyalty, right? It's very moon energy. It's a 28 card. Let me know if 28 resonates for you, but we've got 9 and 28 will be a 10. So 9, 10, that resets to your ace. You're almost there. But as you're walking in this light, you need to constantly remind yourself here that my thoughts are a choice. That's the only thing I have control over. And there's some kind of maybe where you felt you had to be a secret keeper for someone else. That has been quite a burden on you. It could be releasing that, clears up your path and your energy. I will send those to you, because there's definitely, these are pretty deep messages in here. Let me see if I can show you the front of the book here right quick. Maybe. I don't see it. Oh, here it is. Okay, woman in total control of herself. That was the 9 card. She has Aries ram horns on there. Again, Chiron, the healer. Gaining mysterious awareness of the soul's transcendence is where Salacia is, which is Neptune's wife, so about a dream. And then with Chiron and Aries is having faith that we can affirm attainable ideals and avoid disappointment. It depends on which wolf you feed and the perspective that you take with what this is. All righty. I hope that helps you, girl. Hey, 2 days in a row. We were just pulling yes or no and how or when pick 'em up sticks. So let me know if you'd like one of those. Aw, 2 days in a row. Yes, absolutely. The case goes to court on the 24th. Okay. Remember I said I already felt like we pulled that a couple reads ago when I was like, oh, I know what this is about. At that point, everything was going in your favor. So unless something major changes, I, we can pull on it privately, but it felt really good when I pulled on that energy for you last time. So let me know how or when, or a yes or no. Anybody else there? Miss Jonna, you have hearts, but I think they're for Judy. I'm going to pull a pick 'em up stick for you anyway, Jonna, just in case. Okay, yes, knock, knock. Good luck is at your door, Jonna, and it's willing to help you find control over the situation, to clarify the unclear. Ace of Swords buried very deeply in the bottom of the sea. Stagnation and failure vanish as the proverbial door opens wide for a rich and beautiful life. So that is literally what eclipses do. Quickly close doors and then or end chapters and open new ones or start a new book. And the how and when, the rolling chimes from the bell of success accelerates the situation. Jonah, check the reading I did on where it was the song was in the post on my community posts where they ring their golden bells for you and me. I feel like there's something in there for you. Changes for a better life are coming thanks to you, but it could take up to 6 months for you to notice the results. Again, with the timing, if it started 3 months ago with this change, our whole reading's about what changes are you accepting. So take that timing for how it resonates for you. You are a tower of tolerance with an exceptional ability to handle almost any situation. Hope that helps you out. Judy Jude, I'm going to keep those to the side for ya. All right, how and when, Miss Marcia? Why am I wanting to count the how? What's that letter? A B C D E F G H I J K L M M 13. That came out in that past card here. 13. So it would be past energy here. Okay, long-awaited events flow into your life like a warm, murmuring stream of cleansing water. It envelops you in a captivating sense of grandiose possibilities and significant changes. 13. That was in the recent past here in the reading. You don't allow life to happen to you, you allow life to happen for you. Okay. And then the when and how is that strange vibrations enter your life, but not without clarity. Since disruptions lead to innovation, you're charged with an unprecedented energy. Remember, that was like, ooh, I got right hand chills down my right shoulder. Future, you're filled with an uncompromising desire to successfully implement every single one of your plans to be completed in 2 to 3 months. I'm telling you guys, September through December, that is some very, very strong energy of positive change indeed. I hope that helps you. Yes or no for Miss Zara? Did the Judy, this sounded like the case? Did it really? Oh, that's crazy. Love it. That is so cool. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Okay. Let me make sure I didn't miss anyone there. I hope that made sense for you, Jonna. I love you too, Marsh. Thank you. Zara, for your ex-husband. Okay. So pass, but I'm going to try to go in the bottom here, the buried. No, the ship of change. This truth is it's is on a ship at the very bottom of the sea. It's been a long time to discover here. The ship of change locates the straight line within the chaos. Queen of Swords. Your desire to boldly achieve your dreams attracts worthy opportunities, Zara, and phenomenal resources. This level of luck is unparalleled. Wow. It is the fine line between progress and catastrophe. So even if something feels like a disaster, it can be a beautiful disaster, right? And again, this if it wasn't something that you kept trying and trying and trying, but he wanted to hide in the weeping willow tree here in this relationship and not make the changes, you're not staying imprisoned because of it. So that was a no. And then on the how and when side, this is a time for future reflection. You feel the magnetic attraction of certain people and incidents after 3 to 6 months. It enables you to take thoughtful steps toward addressing unresolved issues. Still, you don't know who to trust, and the person you trust the least resides in the mirror. So trust yourself. If you've already, again, if this is our last goodbye, and it's again that part of that song says, "Kiss me with with desire, not out of consolation." Okay, and we saw wand issues with the King of Pentacles last night. Cannot help it. All right. I hope that helps you, Miss Zorro. You're so welcome. John, I hope that made sense for you. Oh, man. What do you do when you're bored? You find a word in a sign somewhere and you can't. Oh, really? It's like, why am I doing that? I've never done that before. That is wild. I love that. Thank you for telling me. Ah, what is the BS there? Well, it's getting ready to be revealed. Like, I feel like you already know it though. This was some kind of carelessness, and it's like wasn't watching or paying attention to what he was doing, or just didn't take. I mean, you gave the best leadership that you could here, Zara. You've got to trust yourself, okay? Because what's on the outcome of this is you get out of a mental prison. So that ain't all bad. I know I look terrible, guys. I don't even have any makeup on my face because I've been doing errands all day. Yeah, this is me. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to leave it at that there for you tonight. Thank you so much for joining the party tonight. I love hanging out with you guys. You make my day and you always make me smile. So with that, I'll bid you adieu. Oh, thank you, Miss Judy. Love you. Yeah. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Absolutely. I will talk to you guys soon. Thank you for liking the video. I appreciate it, and for sharing as well. Much love from me to you. Bye-bye for now.